Hey Ariel, this is Dora Goldberg, and thanks so much for taking my call this morning. I will try to keep this short, so I'll just hop right into it. I'm starting out with your guys' website, and it's a really nice site. It's got this great call to action here, and it's a clickable call to action, which is even better. It's got, your service area and some information and, some reviews. It's great as far as that goes. The one thing that I would recommend would be down here, these links to have them be clickable instead of just having them be a title. And then also to have more content on your site. The crawlers that Google sends out, they'll determine whether your content is relevant, whether you have enough content. And actually, at this time, it's recommended that you have about 1,500 words of content and you only have, maybe 300 or so, maybe four, but you want to have about that 1,500 level because that will help you to rank higher in Google. So as far as Google itself goes, I just did a search for the Treasure Valley in Idaho, and there's always ads at the top, and or almost always ads at the top. But the important part that you get to would be this map pack. So these three businesses get the majority of the people that are looking for a Treasure Valley, Idaho plumber. They will go to these sites because they're right here. They're fast, they're easy, and that's what people like. They just click on it and then they get the information and go. So it's really ideal to be in this map pack. And you do that by having a good number of good citations. So like that means you're in a directory like Yelp or White Pages, Yellow Pages, or Angie's List, something like that. It would be the name of your company, the address, the phone number, exactly as you have it listed on your Google business page. And if you don't have a Google business page, you definitely want one because that will make a huge difference in your ranking as well. So when I did search that Treasure Valley, these top ones are those directories we were talking about. So they don't really count as far as that goes. But when we get down into the, plumbing solutions of Idaho, that's an organic search. It means people are looking specifically for this keyword that I told you about, the plumbing Treasure Valley, Idaho, and they are getting to this company. So that's a great way for you to be able to rank higher than they are is by getting some better backlinks and such, which I'm going to show you. So backlinks, what they are, first of all, this is a software that I use. It's called Ahrefs, and it just lets me look at all the information I need in one spot. So a backlink means that another company or a blog or something like that is putting a link to your website on theirs or in their blog. And if somebody clicks on it, it can go back to your site. That's a really great thing to have because it shows that somebody has trust in you. So with Google, the domain rating and the URL ratings, the domain is about the trust that Google has in your site. The URL rating is the power of your website. So as you can see, these numbers are pretty low, and if you were to get them up higher, it would make a significant difference for you. You do have a good number of backlinks. You've got 250 of them, and if I click on them, it'll show you that, their ratings are fairly high. So those numbers make a big difference, and it also matters that you've got keywords that are part of this. So, you've got 23 keywords that are about in Best Nampa Plumbers. So that's a good thing. That's a good backlink for you, and there's nothing wrong with your backlink profile, but you probably would need to have some more in order to really rank up there. So the main competition that I found was the Boise or the Plumbing Solutions of Idaho. So their website's nice too. It's got request service, contact us, but it's no better than your site, right? Your site is just as good, and I honestly think that, your site probably has more content on it. But just to show you that even though their website and your website are very similar, it doesn't really make that much difference on the appearance of it. You need to have that content. They don't have it either, but what they have is the backlink profile and then the keyword profile. So let's hop back to you really quick one before I get into theirs. What I said was that they have a keyword profile. So keywords are those words that people put into Google to find you. Plumbing Nampa, Idaho, those kinds of things. And you've got some good positions on here, volume of 300 when people are looking for that, and you're in position 6, which means you're getting about 19 people from that keyword. So if you were able to move up the ranks a little bit and get into position 1, then you're going to get a higher percentage of those people. But you've got some really good search volume. I mean, 250 people are looking for plumbing Nampa, Idaho every month. So if you can rank a little bit higher, then that would be great. Look at your number 2 for Johansson Plumbing. 100 people are looking for that, so that gets you 16 people, almost as many as this one that has 300. So just keep that in mind when I'm going over this with the other company as well. So, I showed you that they have the backlinks. They've got 117 companies that are referring them, which is a great number too. They've got a lot of keywords on these sites. The power on these sites is bigger. It's 90s. I mean, they've got high power sites for their backlinks. Quality matters. The quality of the backlink makes a huge difference. And then for their keywords, they've got 246 of them. And they're not ranking quite as high, but Plumbing Solutions, huge. They've got a volume. There's a 1.5 thousand people looking for that every month. So even at number 7, they're getting 38 people a month from that. Boise Plumbing, they're ranking 4 out of 200. They're getting like 21 a month because they're number 4. So that just goes to show you, I mean, if these are companies that have, or I mean, keywords that have a huge traffic value, even if you're a little bit further down in the rankings, you'll get more traffic, which is why they're rating higher than you are. So if you, find that this information is at all useful for you, I would really appreciate some feedback on it. And, you guys can implement these things yourselves and, you can rank a little bit higher in Google and hopefully you'll be bringing in more traffic. So thank you and have a great day.